A queen born in Omaha, Nebraska, ask about it. 16, buried my daughter in a casket. Teen mother of 4 kings, that's why I'm so passionate. They underestimated the kid, but I've been doing this. Trying to shut me down, life lessons moving through the South. Put in that work, build myself up from the ground. I earned my position, you can't take my crown. I earned my position, you can't take my crown.
Hi, welcome back to WGHAM, Who Gave Her a Mic Motivational Radio Podcast with yours truly on the mic, motivational speaker and certified life and business coach, Nayla LATRICE. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I am definitely going to give you guys the motivational word in our first segment. But for our second segment, instead of giving some business and entrepreneur advice, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about one of my stories and something that I have experienced. So definitely stay tuned and stick around, because I promise you, I ain't even going to tell you what it's about. You have to stick around to find out, but I promise you it's juicy and you don't want to miss what I have to tell you about my story and what I have experienced. Okay. So first, let's go ahead and jump into this first segment. And let me give y'all today's motivational word. Today's motivational word is they can never walk a day in your shoes. Y'all heard me right, fam. They can never walk a day in your shoes. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what you have experienced in your lifetime, but you have so many people that hate on you, so many people that wish bad on you, so many people that just don't want to see you make it. Whole time, they don't even know what you really been through. They only know the surface of who you are and what you've been through. I don't care if this is even family members, if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your uncles, your cousins, your grandmama, your grandpapa. I don't know who I'm talking to, but these people don't really know you, even if they are family, even if it's your best friend. It's so much that you have experienced that you ain't even told a soul. And even if they do know what you have experienced, they could never walk a day in your shoes and experience the lifestyle and the situations and the decisions that you have had to make because of where life has taken you. So all the people that want to talk about you or they don't want to see you come up, it's like they really need to turn within themselves and look at themselves to ask them why they aren't supporting you. Because let me tell you this, there's many of you out there where there's a lot of people that have sat and watched you go through what you have gone through. And they could have been a help. They had the resources to help you. Even if, you're the type of person, I'm sure, that may give your last in the situation if you have it, because you trust that it's always going to work out for you, because that's just how you roll, right? However, there's some people, they wouldn't even do that for you, even though they had it, or even if they had more than enough to give to you. They just sat and watched you suffer. But people who don't go through anything are not meant for anything, if that makes sense. If they don't go through anything, they're not meant for anything. They're not here to pursue their purpose. They're just here being a bot. They're just here doing what they're told to do. They're just here living in the matrix with no goals, with no dreams. But you, whoever I'm talking to, you're a dreamer. You ready to risk it all for your dreams, for you to do that thing that's in your heart. And by you pursuing your dreams, life has taken you down a road less traveled, a road that has been filled with so many different terrains, with rain, with snow, with sleet, with hail, with ice. It's been a slippery road, mountainous roads, rocky roads, but you have gotten through it for a divine purpose, for that dream that you're going after. But all of these other people out here just sitting back, laughing at you and talking about you. See, that's why you should never care about what anybody thinks or says about you. Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay. Do you know I've been through this? Do you know I've been through this? Do you know I've been through this? And the list goes on. Could you ever get through that? No, you couldn't. So you need to stop caring about what other people think while you're on your journey. Because they couldn't even fit in your shoes. And as soon as even if their shoe fit, even if they were able to put on your shoes and it was like, oh shit, these comfortable. It's kind of like, what size is these? My size, bitch. Back the fuck up. Give me my shoes back. But it's kind of like, no, go on and put them shoes on, see if you can walk. As soon as they try to put your shoes on because they seem and look all comfortable, which is another point I'm going to get to. It's kind of like something is like, nah, bro, I don't want to take a walk in these shoes. It's the feeling they're going to get because they're going to realize, they're going to feel you at that point. They're going to realize energetically like, dang, okay. It's like, put some respect on my name. But the thing is, fam, you make it look good. You do not look like what you have been through. You may look all shiny and all prim and proper, and you still got, your values, your morals, and your character. The way you treat people, you still are genuine. You didn't let the situations that you have been through change who you are at the core. And a lot of these people, they go through something real small, and they just flip out and everything about them change. You see their true colors. But you remain cool, calm, and collected through situations. That's because you got the Spirit of God working through you. You got the hand of God on you. So, of course, you make it look easy. Of course, you still looking good, no matter what you going through. Even for me, during my homeless journey, nobody could tell that I was homeless. Nobody knew that LATRICE didn't have a home. You couldn't tell them any different. I'm sure they thought I was walking out of certain establishments going to my home just like they were. I did not look like I was homeless. I did not look like I was just beat up and all rough and, this situation is happening and I was experiencing this, that, and the third. They had no clue I was sleeping in my car. They had no clue I was sleeping on somebody's couch. They had no clue I was sleeping in the back of U-Haul trucks. They had no clue I was sleeping outside. Your girl been sleeping outside. They had no clue because I kept myself together. You know how many family and friends and people around me, not even my children knew a lot that I was experiencing. And you know how many people laughed at me? It's funny. My ex-husband, my kid's dad was like, well, if you was a psychic, his dumb ass. It was like, well, if you was a psychic, how come you didn't see this shit coming? Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, just people just trying to taunt you and make it even worse. So you can feel like you're a nobody. So you can feel like you're not gonna get through. So you can feel down on yourself to never reach your purpose. But when you have a purpose that's divinely orchestrated by the Most High, by the great I Am, by Spirit, it doesn't matter what you go through. You're always protected and you're always going to make it to the finish line when you are walking in obedience. So allow the haters to hate. Allow the people to talk about you, to try to diminish you. They'll try to diminish your journey, try to make it seem like, oh, it ain't that bad. Well, let me see you go through it then. Let me see how you handle this situation. Spirit wouldn't have allowed you to go through the things that you have gone through if you were not able to get through it. Because the only way out is through. You can't stop while you're in the midst of it. But when you are shining and when you have the houses and the cars and the material things, unfortunately, it takes money and material things for people to see that there is a God. especially when they see the extreme difference. Oh, wow, she was homeless. Oh, wow, she didn't have this. And wow, now she got her own car. She ain't walking no more. Oh, wow, now she got her own home. She ain't sleeping outside no more. Oh, wow, now she's connected with these people. Last I know, she didn't have no connects. Because they cannot get through what you have gone through to fulfill that purpose in their heart. They have a dream in their heart, but they're too chicken. They too afraid. Bark, 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 bark. Y'all remember when we was kids, like, bark, 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 bark. You a chicken. Ooh, ooh, chicken, chicken. Ooh, ooh, chicken head. Your girl wildin'. I'm just saying. I'm here to show y'all my real personality and just be me and just talk with y'all like y'all in my living room just chopping it up, and I'm just sharing my story. But at the end of the day, Spirit has always kept me covered through everything that I have ever experienced. And all the people that wanted to keep me stuck, all the people that could have assisted and helped, and they chose to laugh instead. Some people was able to help, and they could have just said no and left it at that. But some people said no, 1101 on the phone. Some people said no, and then tried to also add insult to injury or pour salt on an open wound by laughing at you, by even dragging your name in the mud, by getting on the phone gossiping. Ooh, girl. Ooh, hey, bro, guess what? I just saw LATRICE, and man, did y'all know that she was going through this and yada, 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 yada. That bitch is talking shit that they don't even know what they talking about. So not only did they say, nope, I can't help you, and some of these people could have been your closest family members or your so-called best friend or whoever. People that you used to have connections with. But not only did they not just say no, say, hey, man, hey, I ain't got it right now, or, I wish you well. They couldn't even send a fucking prayer your way. So many people looked at you like you was crazy and like something was wrong with you. What's wrong with you? But again, getting back on topic, not only they could have just said no and just let it be, no, I ain't got it right now. But they tried to drag you through the mud, in your face, and then behind your back. Because best believe word travels and it gets back because people don't know how to keep their mouth shut. So they tried to add all this insult to injury. They tried to take you down and embarrass you and make you feel like shit, even though you was already in the situations that you was in. And y'all, the homeless situation is just one situation. Y'all know how many stories and situations I've experienced like all of you all have? I'm just bold enough to be open enough to share it with the world. I don't know who all is listening to this. But my point is, at the end of the day, they could never walk a day in your shoes. They could never experience what you have experienced because they ain't got the juice. They ain't got it in them. They really weak. They're really cowards. But what the point of they can't walk in your shoes, the point of that is you are divinely guided and chosen. They're not meant to be able to walk in your shoes. They shouldn't be able to walk in your shoes because they don't have the same dream. They don't have the same goals. They don't have the same purpose that is set out for you to accomplish. Just because somebody has a dream, a goal in their heart don't mean that they actually take action towards it. You know how the richest place in the world is the fucking graveyard. Because so many people die without pursuing the dream. Get rich or die trying. 50 Cent. That's what it is over here. I'll be damned if I'm not pursuing my dreams and my goals. I don't care what I got to go through. I'm going after my dreams. I'm going after my goals. And ain't not one mofo on this earth go stop me from doing that. Not my children, not nobody. And I don't care if I look like the insane one. I don't care if I look like the crazy one. I know what's in my heart. Yeah, I'll be a little delulu. I'll be a whole hell of a lot of delulu for my dreams, for my goals, because that's my purpose. So they ain't supposed to walk in your shoes. But the point is, they will see you risen. They will see you on top. And then they're going to be wondering how you got up there. Then they'll see how real it is, how real you were. Then they're going to be sitting in regret. And then they're going to be coming to you begging. Because best believe, one thing about it, two things for sure, is, baby, them tables always turn. So let whoever laugh at you for what you've gone through, for what you've experienced. You know what I mean? Don't let it faze you. Yeah, it may even hurt at the time. And that's okay, because we're all human. Process your feelings and then bust the fuck up and keep on walking in your own shoes. Because you going somewhere. You walking somewhere. You got someplace to be. You got an anointing over your life. You have an assignment over your life. You have a certain place and time. You have a certain place that you're supposed to be at a certain time. Matter of fact, you have multiple places that you're supposed to be at multiple times. So just keep walking in your own shoes. Let them mofos walk in their shoes. And that's that. And best believe you will make it to your destination if you have not already made it there. Baby, this journey is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the faint-hearted. You're going to have to go through some things. You're going to have to grow through some things. But it's all worth it in the end. So just keep on going, keep on growing, and let the haters hate. Just be you. You were born for big things. Every day you gotta wake up and dream. Somebody is waiting on you. So what are you gonna choose? There's money out here to be made. Just keep going and let the haters hate. Hey. Just keep going. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Baby, they can never walk a day in your shoes. But they were never meant to, because your dream is your dream. And it's not for them to understand, understand, or overstand. It's only for you. It's only for you. But they will see you on top. Laugh now and cry later. Okay? So this is the message for y'all. I hope it found you well. Whoever is out there listening, I appreciate y'all tapping into my radio frequency, baby. Because, baby, I'm a whole fucking vibe if you ain't been able to tell thus far. Okay? So if you guys want to connect with me, book any services, you guys can do that down below in the description bar. Give this video a thumbs up and also share it with somebody that you may find, that you feel may find it very helpful for them and where they are. Okay. So, y'all. For those of y'all that have stuck around, y'all can drop some purple hearts, green hearts, any type of heart, or whatever emoji y'all feel like dropping. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get into the story, baby. So, I want to, and this is going to be quick, but I just want to tell y'all about an experience I've had. And I don't know if y'all have had the same experience. So y'all can, this is for my ladies, but fellas, y'all can still stay tapped in. But it's also kind of like a PSA as well, a public service announcement. So we're going to talk about date rape. I'm going to tell y'all about my date rape experience. So this is how it had happened, right? So I'm a single mother of 4. And, I'm working, making ends meet, trying to, make it happen, make it pop, keep the lights on, keep a roof over our head so we won't go homeless. But of course, y'all heard I went homeless. So anyways, this happened a few years ago. Okay. So it was like, you know what? I deserve to have a night out. I haven't been out. I'm not the type of person to go out, but I'm an artist, a spoken word, all of that, So it's like, let me go out. Let me have some fun. Literally, I could have walked to the spot. The spot was literally right around the corner from my house, but I drove, So I get over there, to the spot. I'm looking cute. I'm looking good. And it was also me saying, you know what, let me put on something sexy because I'm a mom, and just where I was feeling my confidence and all of that I'm still learning, coming into being me. I'm coming off of a divorce, all of this other type of stuff, right? Oh, I got some stories for y'all. So what I have on, what you wear, should never be an indication that anyone can treat you any type of way or make feel like they can just, do anything to you. Right? Because I can be fully clothed. I've been fully clothed, and mofos, they didn't try to grab on me and touch on me. So it really doesn't, it's like, no, that you can't put that on a person for your behavior and for what you're doing. Anyways, I would just say that to say, because I'm telling y'all all of it, I had on something cute. You feel me? I had on something a little sexy. You feel me? And it was me wanting to learn to be comfortable in my sexiness and so forth. It wasn't too, it was kind of revealing, but not too revealing, So it was pretty much a jumper. It was a romper. And, the romper was a little short, but and it was kind of like a netted romper, so it's kind of a little see-through, but not like that. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm in there. I'm having a good time. And I'm sitting chilling by myself, which is another thing, ladies, when you go out, make sure people know where you are or whatever. But, it kind of does raise some red flags when you out by yourself, because again, people think that you're vulnerable. It's like you're more susceptible to certain situations coming towards you. So you really just got to be careful, right? But don't let that deter you from going out, because I ain't afraid to go nowhere on this fucking earth. Because best believe, baby, I will pop these hands or pop a tool. You feel me? But Spirit got me anyways. Archangel Michael will pull out that sword in a second. But at the same time, Spirit allows you to experience certain things. One, for storytelling, because you're not the only one that's going to experience things, but and to allow other people know that they can get through certain situations. So anyways, I'm sitting chilling by myself. I ordered me a drink. Right. And yes, I pre-gamed. I drank one, like those little airport minis. I had one of those. I can't think of what it is, what I had. Oh, I can't think of what it may have been tequila, I want to say, because tequila is my drink. So that's that. So I get in, I order one drink. And what did I order? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. A Long Island iced tea. That's my drink. So I ordered the drink. And I'm chilling. So there's a guy, he comes by. He's a part of the whole production and everything that's going on. He's just talking to me and all of this type of stuff. So he actually was like, hey, can I sit down? I'm at a high top. And he's like, hey, can I sit down and chill? Just chop it up. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And this is after we was talking for a little while. He was standing up. And I was sitting down, and we was just chopping it up. So he's doing his thing. We just talking and everything. And he got the mic in his hand because, he's part of the production team or whatever. So eventually, so we talking, and then my drink spills over. The table shakes some way, somehow. And my drink that they had just brought me, I took maybe 1 or 2 sips. I didn't even get to take too many sips, and the whole drink fell over. I guess that was Spirit right there. It's like, you don't need no drink, or letting me know something, but it's whatever. And he bought me the drink. He asked me, can he buy me a drink? And he bought me the drink. So, and he had the waitress, bring it over and all of that type of stuff. And he stayed there at the table. So when it fell over, everybody kind of jumped into action, kind of was getting everything up and, wiping it up. And so he was like, let me go get you another one, So, I think I went to the restroom, and when I come back, my drink was there. That was a mistake. I should have not drank it because I didn't see when it actually hit the table. You get what I'm saying? I figure as a bartender, though, they wouldn't bring it and sit it down if they don't see the person drinking it. But you can't think for everybody. Everybody ain't on that, don't think like that. But so, hey, okay, I recognize my errors afterwards. But so I come back from the bathroom or whatever, and my drink is there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, I'm sitting up here drinking and talking to him and so forth, and other people are around. There's some women around. They passing. Hey, girl. Everybody in there just kind of talking and chilling, and it was a cool ass vibe. So very mature crowd. Nothing childish and immature, nothing like that. So he eventually has to get up and get ready to go because, again, he's part of the whole production team. So the night goes on, and I'm just kind of sitting up there just chilling by myself, rocking, and just vibing out. And next thing I know, I remember certain people going up on stage, doing their thing, because, again, it was an open mic type of thing. And the next thing I know, oh my gosh, I ain't told nobody this. Oh my God. Next thing I know, I wake up. And when I wake up, I'm next to that same person. So when I wake up next to somebody that I have no clue of who they are. It's not the person that bought me the drink. And I'm like, as I'm waking up, I completely blacked out. I had never, ever blacked out. And I ain't a drinker. Shit, I'm a smoker. I love the green. You feel me? And I done backed off of that. But like, I don't drink, but I hold my liquor very well. I can drink. And y'all know how much I have drank? I done drank look, I'm a black girl. I'm melanated. And y'all know how white folks drink. And I done had some $500 weed alcohol. Hanging out with some rich folks. I'm talking about they got the liquor in its own container, not even in the container that it came in. They got their own crystal containers that they got their liquor in. And I'm telling you, and I was with my husband at the time, and me and him, we was pissy ass drunk. So I know how to hold my liquor. So it wasn't, somebody put something in my drink. When you know. I'm a psychic oracle. I'm an intuitive. I know. So as I'm waking up, I'm like, I guess I feel somebody next to me, and I guess naturally, my arms, I was moving my arms, and I wrapped my arms, and I guess I was kind of like, come here or something, and it was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, where am I at? Like, hold the fuck up. What's going on? And I jumped up. I had no clothes on. Yeah, y'all, this is about to get deep. Y'all probably like, what the hell? I'm just telling a story. I had no clothes on. God help me. This is the first time I've told this story, and so many emotions is coming through right now. I jump up. I have no clothes on. And he's like, whoa. He's like, the first thing he said is, nothing happened. He said, nothing happened. I see bruises on me, and so forth. Yeah. I had a bruise on my arm, and I bruise easily, so I had some bruises and stuff on me. So he starts explaining to me what happened. He pretty much says that I stood up. He said I stood up and I went to the restroom. And he said I was in the bathroom for a very long time. And then I guess he said some people came in there and asked if I was okay. And I said, yeah, I'm good, or something like that. This is from his point of view. And so I guess I walked back out. And he said, because I guess they were closing down or shutting down. And then he said, I fell down. He said I had fell. I guess that's maybe where the quote unquote bruises came from. And so he said they was trying to get into my phone to try to get me a lift or ride home or find some information or something, He said, but that was no avail. So he said, I have daughters, and I just didn't want to leave you like that. So he said what I was going to do was just bring you back to my spot. And as y'all know, I'm about to get into it. He said, I'm going to bring you back to my spot. And in the morning, I was going to take you back to your car. Now, I know y'all hear all the loopholes in there. Y'all comment down below. Comment down below what's going through your head right now. Because, baby, this was years ago, and baby. So, in my mind, I'm like, so how the fuck I get naked? Like, at this point, I'm going off. And I had to pick my son up from Amazon, because he was working at Amazon overnight. And so I was late picking him up. Whoo, it was crazy. And so he was like, well, as soon as you got here, you just took off all your clothes. And I'm like, this shit ain't adding up. My behind did hurt. Okay? If y'all get what I'm saying. Almost as if there was some type of attempt, but that also could have been, quote unquote, me falling. I mean, nobody knows. It's his story, my story, and whoever else was there to, you know. So I'm putting on my clothes and so forth, and you know, like, I need to get the fuck up out of here, you know. And all I can remember is his house. The way it smelled was like, nuh-uh. It was clean, but it was just kind of like there was water damage or something. Just that smell. It was just like it was like moldy. It was just ugh, you know. But so he was just, you know, pretty much that was all of that. You know, it was more conversation in between. I really can't remember all the conversation, but pretty much he was saying that's how it went down. He was like, I'll take you to your car right now. You know, he was like, nothing happened. Nothing went down. Of course he's going to say that, you know. So I go get my son. He takes me back to my car. I go get my son. I go home, and that's that. And I'm trying to process every fucking thing. Like, what the hell happened? So there was a guy friend that I had at the time. Shout out to him. Me and him was on the phone, and I told him everything that went down. He was like, Shawty, you need to call the po-pos. And I was like, yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking. So I called the police. So the first thing I did before even all that, I went to go. It was like the next day. I went to go and get. So he told me I needed to call the police, and I waited. You know, just trying to process everything. So the next day, I went to go and take. You know, I went to not the emergency room, but I found a place that I could call for women. You know, and I went and got all the tests, and you know, to see if, you know, I was penetrated. I went and got all of that, and there was a lot of stuff that they said that couldn't be done. I can't remember the whole process, y'all. Just bear with me as I'm telling the story, because it was like, again, 2 years ago. But I went and got all of that type of stuff done. I got all the paperwork and everything I needed. That way, for when I called the police, I had everything in order. So I called the police. Actually went up to the police station. This was in the middle of COVID. So I told my children what happened. I told my oldest what happened. My oldest two what happened. That way, when I went to the police station, they knew what was going on. That way, they could support me. I didn't have nobody else. And so, and the guy that I knew, he didn't live locally. So I go to the police station. They was like, you got to call and somebody can come out to your house because the stations is closed only for whatever. So I go home, I call, a police officer comes out, I make my report and everything, you know. And I remembered where they lived. I remember the type of car, all of that type of stuff. So, because I looked at the address. I took all the notes. I looked at the address. I looked at the street that I was on. I got the info. So, you know, I was able to tell the officer certain things, you know. And so the officer went over there, and I also requested that they pull the cameras. I wanted the cameras to be pulled, all of that. So there was an investigation that was going on, you know, but of course the cameras there was no cameras for that night. It was by the time, I guess, the police, it was all within a few days and so forth, but I guess the cameras got recorded over the tape for that day. How mysterious, right? And pretty much nothing really pretty much came up of it. You know, I still have the reports and stuff. I could probably go back and look at everything, but I ain't even trying to go back down and do all of that, you know. But the point is, I had to pretty much just let go and really be living still to this day, not really knowing exactly what happened. How wild and crazy is that? So I want y'all to comment down below if y'all have ever experienced any type of situation like that, it's taken me a lot of bravery and courage. I know it's a lot of missing pieces and parts because I'm recalling everything from 2 years ago, so I can't remember all the details. And like I told y'all, I smoke a little bit, I used to, so coming up out of that whole fogginess and so forth. But at the end of the day, it ain't got nothing on I'm just being a real ass person. You feel me? This podcast is for me to be real with y'all, to connect with those that ain't gonna be judgmental. You get what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that have experienced the same situation. Shit, we all out here just living life. You feel me? We all just out here getting it how we get it, living how we living, wanting to, pursue our dreams. For those of us that's pursuing our dreams, everybody ain't all, I can't do this, I can't do that. Certain people, act holier than thou. That's on them. Okay, that's cool. And I come from being holier than thou. You get what I'm saying? I grew up COC, Church of Christ. No music, no instruments, just our voices. You feel me? Like a lot of restrictions. Real talk. So at the end of the day, it's like I have that in me. I'm rooted. I'm very rooted. But shit, I wanted to have a little fun that night, because I never went out. And it's like, and I was like, I ain't going back out after this. And I didn't go out for a long time. Hell yeah, I was fucking traumatized. It's a lot of things I didn't learn, about going out by myself and so forth. But I ain't never scared. So it's like, but I was still always watching my front. And I've gone out plenty of times by myself before. And nothing like this has ever happened. But it was just the circumstances, I guess. I don't know. It's just a situation that I experienced, yo. But if you get spiritual with it, it's all of that is really within you that has to play out in the physical realm. If you get what I'm saying. It's all that lack, low vibrational scarcity, all of that type of energy that has to pour out of you and play out in some way. Just like the homelessness was. Just like my divorces was. Just like all of it is. Until you purge it all out and then be able to walk into your abundant experiences. You get what I'm saying? That piece right there alone, I know has helped somebody. Like, have a revelation. Like, okay. Yeah. Shawty, you out here experiencing all of that. Because you are the universe. So what you feel on the inside, it has to play on the outside. You're only projecting outward from what's inside of you. And so until you clean it up, it's going to be inside of you and continuously playing out. And that's how come you keep going round and round in certain situations that's why these situations happen. So you can wake the fuck up and deal with it and look inside yourself. But a lot of people ain't going to do that. Again, going back to the motivational message, a lot of people could not walk a day in your shoes. And nobody has ever known that story. My children knew. And the guy that I told knew. Shout out to him again, man. He was a real big support. And even he was like, yeah, that sounds like a setup. It felt like it was a setup. Like it was two people working together. I don't know. It just all seemed off. And the way I blacked out and the bruises and everything, I was naked, bro. You couldn't put me on the couch. I was in your bed. Nah, something is off here, bro. But, so I definitely learned a lot of lessons from that, Yeah, but I guess I'm going to leave it here because there's really not much else to tell. But I just wanted to share that story with you all for, maybe it can help someone. It's a public service announcement for y'all as well. Definitely go through the process. Don't be afraid because like I said, I went and got the whole, how I went to the Women's Center and they was able to do all the tests on me and, to come back and see, everything and so forth. I was able to call the police and just, the whole situation. And I want to say it was 2 days after is when I actually went. I think I sat in process for 2 days, and I was actually calling around and seeing where I can go and say the situation and so forth. I took a day to process, and then the second day, and I think it was too late for them to do one of the tests on me because it has to be done within 24 hours, and for me it was already it was 48 hours. So I wasn't able to do, I believe it was like the penetration test or something like that, but I know how I felt. I know it was in my spirit. I still know it's in my spirit, But either way, the police was called on that person. They went out to their home and everything, So I don't even know, the police couldn't really, they weren't able to do anything to them. You know what I mean? Because technically there was no proof of anything. It was just my word against theirs type stuff. They came and he told the police officer the same story that he told me. Oh, she took her clothes off. She was the one that took her clothes off and all that. Well, if I had fell down and blacked the fuck out, how the fuck was I even walking then, bruh? And why wasn't I conscious and remember myself walking and taking my clothes off? So something still don't fucking add up. It's almost kind of just pissing me all off, but I'm not. But it's just like, that's dead and gone, it's dead and gone. But it's just, ladies, be careful out here. People, men and women do wild, crazy shit. You feel me? So just watch your front, back, side to side. You feel me? And y'all just be safe out here. I don't wish that on anybody. If you've gone through a situation like that and you've actually realized that, something further actually did happen, I hate that you experienced that, and I pray that you really get through whatever feelings and emotions that comes with that, because God has had me in the unknown and not knowing, but I know what's in my heart and what I feel like happened. I feel like I was taken advantage of, but I'll never really know. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that was an attempt. I feel like there was really, truly an attempt, but he was making it seem like, well, I'm a man, I have 3 daughters, and, I went, I was being a nice guy, and that really could have been the case. And that part made me be like, well, I don't want to call the police on him, because what if I really don't know what happened, and I don't want to call the police at his house. I don't know what activities he got going on, and I don't want anything to come back on me, all of that type of stuff. Oh, I was going through all of the back, and that's why it took me so long to process. It's like, maybe he really, that manipulation. And it's like, nah, if that is the case, okay, I still needed to report the situation. If that is the situation, he was being a kind, nice guy, cool. But for my sake, I still needed to have this on paper. You feel me? I needed to have it reported, because that was off. It was off. It was just off. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna drop it here because this is way longer than what I expected it to be. But I hope both messages have been inspirational, motivational, or helpful in some type of way. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Y'all can comment down below if you guys have ever experienced anything like this before, or know anyone that has. Any tips that you guys have, any counselors out there, or coaches out there, drop your comments down below. Y'all can send me an email. My email is down below as well for anyone that wants to share their story privately through email. Okay, I would love to hear your stories as well. So definitely I'm open to y'all reaching out in that way as well. But comment down below any tips y'all have for anybody else that could be watching and experiencing this. That way, we can help each other out so we don't have to experience these type of situations, okay, as women. All right. So again, this was the story I wanted to share with you all. I definitely hope it found y'all well. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone else that could be helpful with. And again, if you guys are interested in booking any coaching services, any psychic oracle readings, definitely book your services down below in the description bar. And baby, I will see y'all in the next one. I am motivational speaker and certified life and business coach, LATRICE. Peace.